Hi, my name is Brandy Garner and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to do something a little different. I want to bring you a hot topic. So, unless you've been hiding under a rock, you've been hearing a lot of stuff about Kanye. People are debating back and forth. Is he saved? Is he not saved? Should he be putting out this album? Should he be doing these Sunday services? And so many people have strong opinions on both sides of the aisle. But I want to bring you a little bit of a different perspective on the Kanye situation. But first and foremost, I'd like to say that none of us is called to judge whether someone else is saved or not. So I don't have a dog in that fight. I pray for Kanye and hope that he is saved, but that is between him and God. But what I want to offer for you to consider is that Kanye's past is a good thing. And it's not only a good thing for him, because obviously he has a lot of money, he has a family, all those things, but it's a good thing for Christianity. Why do I say that? Well, if Kanye had not been out here making albums, clothing line, marrying Kim Kardashian, doing all the things he's done, even the controversial statements, even the things that he has said and done that have made people think he's crazy. If he had not done all of those things, he would not have the platform that he has. And now because he has such a large platform, he has massive appeal, whether you like him or you don't like him, most people are aware of him. Now, because of his conversion, and he said that he's gotten saved and he's dedicating his life to God and spreading the message of Christ, now God has the opportunity to reach even a wider audience. All of the people who are aware of Kanye, talking about him, listen to his albums, buy his clothes or whatever it is, now they're aware. Now they're at least talking. Whether they become saved or not, maybe someone who never really heard the message of Christ may hear it now because Kanye is committed to sharing it over and over again. And that is a good thing for all of us. It is a good thing to be in our workplaces, at the gym, and have an open conversation more about Christ because Kanye opened the door. Now, that's great if we were already doing that on our own, but not everybody feels comfortable doing that. And so it can just increase conversations, it can increase awareness, and more people are talking about Christ because of what Kanye's doing. One of the great mysteries of life for non-believers and believers as well is, if there really is a God, why does he let bad things happen to people? Why does he do bad things to people? Now, that's a huge conversation that would take much longer than the time that I have for this video. But what I will just say is that we do live in a fallen world, and so no one will ever have a perfect life. That's one of the reasons why we need Jesus. But what I will say is that God will often allow situations to happen in our life. Now, why does he do that? Well, one, to get our attention, to draw us closer, and to teach us lessons. And here's the fact of the matter is, most people, if their life was totally drama-free, stress-free, problem-free, they would never pay attention to God. They would think it was all about them. They would have no need for God, because even some of the strongest Christians, they don't pray that much unless they get in a difficult situation and then they turn their attention to God. So God will allow crazy situations to happen in our life for one of those reasons, to draw us in, to make us get to the place where he wants us to be, because sometimes we won't get there unless he gets our attention. So that brings me back to Kanye. We've all seen, well, if you've been paying attention or you're kind of aware of his situation, we've seen he's made some outrageous statements. He's married Kim Kardashian. He's done all these different things as he's been in the public spotlight. Well, even in the past year, controversial statements he's made about Trump, he's lost followers, he's gained followers, all those different things. I believe that God had to allow Kanye to go through all of that stuff, all of it, even people questioning his mental stability. I believe that it all had to happen to get him to the place where he hit rock bottom. Now, I don't know Kanye, I don't know what his individual circumstances are, but I know that often when we receive salvation, when we truly repent and come to Christ and realize that we need Him. Oftentimes, we've gone through a major life circumstance, we've gone through something very difficult, and maybe, most likely, God allowed these things to happen in Kanye's life to bring Kanye to the place where he could be open to surrender to the message of Christ. The same goes for you and I. Are you facing a crazy situation? I know I am. And at a certain point, I just had to realize I've got to stop boxing with God and sit still and look at the situation and say, okay, what is this here to teach me? Instead of fighting it, I just surrender to the situation and say, okay, Lord, what are you trying to show me in this situation? What lesson do I need to learn? And I encourage you to do the same thing. You know, transparency is key. The word says that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. And just like Kanye, his past was a mess. He's had some failures, but he's had many successes, and God can use every single bit of it for His glory. The same goes for you and I. No matter what situations you've faced in the past, no matter what you're dealing with right now, God can take the entire mess, good and bad, and work it all together so He gets the glory. So I encourage you to sit still, take some time, get alone with God, and figure out what He's trying to show you in this season of life. We've got just about a little over 2 months left in this decade, and I want to be impactful, and I hope you will be as too. Thank you again for watching this video. My name is Brandy Garner. Please, if you like this message, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share it as well. Thank you.